Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
It don't matter who you is. This internet gonna locate you. This internet gonna find you. The last few days, we've been talking about Baby Shooter and his incident in LA County Jail. There's been a lot of controversy going on surrounding this, and Hefe said you did get your arm broke. You didn't get shanked up. Baby Shooter says, I did get shanked up. My arm is broke. But anyway, we're not gonna waste too much time. They didn't found the guy who's supposed to had done all this. Let's go. Y'all heard the name. Let's go get to it. We ain't gonna do no more talking. Let's go right about now.
You ain't never been on a block with 5 generations. Legendary Chris where I'm from. You know, invitation. Told something to hit the block smoking. That's his meditate. Chucking up the engine, up the guns with no hesitation.
Right, did it again.
Side floated, you know what's going on. It's tight, but we making the ground shake. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. Hey, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. I didn't do none of that shit, bro. I ain't going to get nobody none of that, man. Bro. Everybody clear. Everybody clear. And none of that grid shit, bro. That grid shit. Yeah, homie. On West Side floated, you know what's going on. It's tight, but we making the ground shake. Yeah, homies, nigga, we got cub.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about Tiny 4.0 from the Rolling 40s. We're going to break down everything from his cases to the recent controversy behind him and Baby Shooter from Avalon, and how it's alleged that him and somebody else from the Rolling 30s would beat up and stab Baby Shooter. And as we all heard in the recent clips, he would make Baby Shooter go on the phone and apologize to T Grizzley in Detroit.
All right. He would make Baby Shooter go on the phone and apologize to T Grizzley in Detroit. Man, they gonna find you on this internet. Allegedly, this is supposed to be who this is, but they gonna find you on this internet, man. Trying to get that bag, sound like to me.
But let's dive right into it. Tiny 4.0 would be a rapper out of the Rolling 40s, and he would go by King 4.0. But he would be in and out of jail so much that he wouldn't be able to focus on his music, really. And his first adult arrest was at the age of 18, where he was arrested on July 1st of 2019. And they would charge him and 3 others with 1 count of robbery. And this would stem from a robbery that happened at Nordstrom in Torrance. Police got a call that day around 3:45 in the afternoon about several suspects stealing purses and spraying people with pepper spray in Nordstrom. The 4 suspects escaped in a vehicle, but with the help of witnesses, officers were able to locate them. And after a short pursuit, the suspect vehicle got into a car crash where all 4 suspects were arrested. And they arrested 18-year-old Jeffrey Wright, 18-year-old Aaron Flenoy, 20-year-old Ahmad Jones, and a 16-year-old boy. But after sitting in the county jail for about 3 weeks, they would allow him to post a $50,000 bail on July 18th of 2019. He would then be a free man on the streets fighting this case, but for some reason a month after he bailed out, he would have his bail revoked on August 9th of 2019. But after sitting in the county jail for another 2 weeks, they would allow him to post another bail of $75,000. He would then be able to fight this case from the streets, but 7 months after bailing out, they would refile an old case against him. And they filed this case on March 5th of 2020, but as you can see, the arrest date is January 10th of 2019, which would be a year before. And on this case, they would charge him with 4 counts of burglary and 1 count of attempted burglary. He then had to sit in the county jail while fighting this case and the robbery case from Nordstrom. And 3 weeks after they filed that case on him, they would file another case on him on March 27th of 2020. But as you can see, the arrest date's February 29th of 2020, which would be a month before he was arrested, and he was still out on bail. But on this case, they would charge him with 1 count of robbery and 1 count of accessory after the fact. He would then have to sit in the county jail fighting all 3 of these cases: the robbery from Nordstrom, the 4 counts of burglary and the attempted burglary, in this case. But after sitting in the county jail for 4 months, he would have the robbery and the accessory after the fact dismissed on July 16th of 2020. And on that same day of July 16th of 2020, he would take a plea deal on the full burglary counts and the attempted burglary, where he would have every single count dismissed except 1 count of burglary. And with that 1 count of burglary, they would give him 4 years in state prison. But he was still fighting the robbery case out of Nordstrom. But 3 months later, on October 7th of 2020, he would take a plea deal on that case. And they would give him 1 year in state prison to run consecutive. So in total, he had to do 5 years. However, after 2.5 years, he was released on parole in the end of July of 2023.
All right, let's stop there. I know y'all wonder, like, man, this dude is a career criminal. How is he getting off on all these charges, and how is he getting this less time like this? This is what they do. Once they see that you continue to come in and out that jailhouse. They say, you know what? Let's let him out. Let's let him bail out. Let's give him less time. He's a career criminal. He will be back. And they just keep on letting you out, stacking the charges up. And before you know it, y'all done blew all your chances. You done blew all your chances because once they get you for something major, then they got you. But once they see you continue to keep coming in and out that jailhouse, oh, that's when they got you. Let them go. Give them a break. Give them showtime. They'll be back. Y'all better pay attention.
Posted this picture on August 1st of 2023. And as you can see in the comments, people are saying, welcome home. And the caption would read, the energy's home. But a month and some change after his release, he would be arrested again on September 15th of 2023.
Oh my goodness, this dude right here. Oh man.
2023. And they would arrest him and 3 others for 1 count of robbery, 1 count of burglary, and 1 count of felon in possession of a firearm. And on that day of September 15th, officers were called to the 1100 block of East 33rd Street. And it was reported that a group of men broke into an apartment, tied somebody up, and stole his car keys. When police arrived to the scene, they found 2 out of the 4 suspects, 2 of them being Justice Lockhart and Aaron Flenoy, and they were taken into custody right away. And the LAPD helicopter would spot the 3rd suspect a few minutes later, and he was on the roof of the building. And at one point, he would even jump off of the building. And after he fell to the ground, officers yelled out, "Don't move and don't reach for your waistband." But seconds later, officers shot him with their service guns and less lethal rounds. But luckily for him, he survived. And minutes later, the 4th suspect was arrested after he tried to change his clothes and try to leave the area. And his name was Dayon Henderson. And his name would be Sleep Number 6 from the Rolling 40s. And he would be the one that went viral during this robbery because he would go on Instagram Live and record the whole thing, saying it's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna bang it out. It's over. This life, cuz.
I remember this incident. They was all a part of this. Oh, these dudes right here, yeah. These guys, man, I know one thing. They session has made the internet. These guys they've been going viral for the last few years, man. This is ridiculous, man. Now, we all done did it. We all done did crime. We all done did time. But to continue do it over and over, robbery, that lets you know that you're not a good robber. You should have did something else. Them robberies that you're doing is not worth it. You're not good at it. You're not a professional robber. You're in jail right now. That's probably how the boy earrings got took. You're not good at robbing, man.
Over.
I need you guys to send somebody right over. We have 4 young teenagers who are on the property. They just robbed a resident, and they're still on the property right now. They're roaming, and they're in a vehicle.
It was further reported that the suspects were possibly still at the location and attempting to force their way into other apartments. As a result,
yeah, you're not a good robber.
Radio call was upgraded to a hot prowl burglary.
And police are alleging that the victim is over the age of 65. But he would have to sit in the county jail fighting this case with no bail. But while he was in the county jail, he would be arrested for a whole nother case on January 1st of 2024. But as you can see, they filed it a month after he was arrested on February 16th of 2024. And they charged him with 2 counts of having a weapon while in jail and 2 enhancements. But 4 months after being arrested for that new case of having the weapons while in jail, they would allow him to post a $300,000 bail on May 9th of 2024 for the robbery and burglary case that went viral with Sleep Number 6. And a few days after that, they would allow him to post a $185,000 bail for having 2 weapons while in jail, for a total of $485,000 bail. But just 2 weeks after bailing out, he would be arrested again for another case on May 23rd of 2024, where they charged him with 1 count of being a felon in possession of a firearm with 2 enhancements. But after sitting in the county jail for a little over 2 weeks, they would allow him to post a $200,000 bail for this case. And they would allow the other 2 bails of $485,000 total to stand. So now at this point in total, he was out on a $685,000 worth of bails.
Now where the hell is this damn dude getting all this money from? Well, they say he's a robber. Just not good at it. He must have got away with a few of them, but I don't know. I can't pinpoint this one.
And as you can see in these pictures right here that he posted on July 3rd of 2024, he would have 2 ankle monitors on. And in the comments, people would be saying, welcome home again. But on the day that he posted this picture, which was July 3rd of 2024, he would get a letter to appear in court. And this would stem from a situation that happened on August 3rd of 2023, where him and Sleep Number 6 were charged with 2 counts of carjacking, 4 counts of assaulting a person with a semi-automatic firearm, 4 enhancements, and 1 count of felon in possession of a firearm. And this situation would happen out of Culver City, and he was arrested on July 16th of 2024. He then sat in the county jail for a few months fighting all 4 of these cases, which would be the burglary and the robbery with Sleep Number 6, having 2 weapons while in jail, the gun case, and now this case. which would also be with sleep number 6. But while he was in the county jail, he kept dropping music, where he would drop a couple of songs that he recorded over the jail phone. But after 9 months,
these calls are being recorded.
Of sitting in the county jail, they would allow him to bail out for every single case. In the first case that he would bail out on would be the case with him in sleep number 6, to where it would be the carjacking and the assault with the semi-automatic firearms. And he would bond out on April 23rd of 2025. But as you can see, the reason would be bond. But when you look at the bail, it wouldn't say a number. However, on that same day, he would post another $185,000 bail for having 2 weapons while in the county. And on that same day, he would post another $300,000 for the...
Oh my God, man. Hey, man. Hey, wait. Hey, something's going on here, man. Something is, this dude right here, he got, hey, listen, it look like you got away with a few of them. You're just addicted to it. Because all this bread you got up, if you making all these bails and you got all this money for all these bonds, you could have went and bought you a couple of houses and flipped them. You could have turned this money into some legal money.
The robbery and burglary case with sleep number 6. And he would also post another $200,000 bail for the gun case. And on May 8th of 2025, he would post this picture on Instagram saying the energy's back. And the comments would say, welcome home. But for some reason, 1 month after bailing out, they would raise his bail on the carjacking and assault with a firearms case. And on May 23rd of 2025, they would raise it to $5.7 million. And after that, Tiny 4.0 would go on the run. But after being on the run for 2 weeks, he would be arrested and found on June 3rd of 2025. And on that day of June 3rd of 2025, he would pick up a whole new case. Because police would attempt to pull him over, and he would take him on a high-speed chase that lasted about 2 minutes. Police would say that they spotted him at 10 o'clock in the morning, and they would attempt to pull him over in Inglewood. But they would say that after the 2-minute chase, he would run a red light at the intersection of Centinela and La Brea. And that's when he struck another vehicle. And they would say that inside of Tiny 4.0's vehicle was another female and 2 children, ages 5 and 9. And they booked Tiny 4.0 for the warrant in the 2023 armed carjacking incident, where, like we said, there was a warrant issued with a bail amount of $5.7 million. But in the new case that he caught on June 3rd of 2025...
Man, this is the worst guy I did a reaction on. Man, this is a career criminal right here, man. Some dudes, I hate to say this, man. Some dudes, man, they don't like these streets, man. They don't want to be on these streets, man. I think jail is where they comfortable at. I think jail is where they, that's where they want to be at. Because to do all this, man, and get caught over and over and over and over again, lets you know that you're not a good criminal, for one. And for two, you got to like jail. You got to like jail. We heard him on the phone with the baby shooter, and it sounded like he was excited then and wanted his name to get out. And then y'all gonna really trip off what happened next. I don't understand what made him put this on his Instagram. Let's get to it.
He would be hit with 26 counts. He would be hit with 3 separate counts of evading police, causing serious bodily injury. But 2 out of the 3 evading counts would have 5 enhancements on it, and the last one would have 1 enhancement. And he was also charged with 2 counts of willful cruelty to a child, and that would both have 5 enhancements on them.
Breaking news in Inglewood, that's where police pursuit has ended in a crash.
We know that police were following a car that they believe was suspected in multiple felonies, including robbery and carjacking. Right at Centinela and La Brea, and we can see 1 car badly damaged, and then right to the left of it, we see another car and pieces of car all throughout the roadway. The good news is no one died here. As I mentioned, this started in Culver City.
But now at this time, he would be fighting 5 separate cases. This case right here, the robbery and burglary case with sleep number 6, where he went live on Instagram, the case of having 2 weapons while in the county jail, the gun case that he caught while he was on bail, and the carjacking and assault with firearms case that he also caught with sleep number 6, which would be the case that they raised to $5.7 million. And in total with all 5 cases, he would have a $6.9 million bail, where he's currently in the county jail. But a year after being arrested, he would run into Shooter from 5 Trade Avalon, after Shooter was arrested on June 18th of 2026. But 3 days after Shooter was arrested, he would land in the same module as Tiny 4.0 and a couple of other roll-in members. And that's when they would beat and stab Shooter for 30 minutes straight and make him jump on the county jail phone and apologize to T. Grizzley and the Detroit people.
Bro, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. Oh, man, 40 Chris, come on. Hey, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. You didn't do nothing. I didn't do none of that shit, bro. Dead homies, you're not going to get nobody. I ain't going to get nobody or none of them. Dead homies, bro. Everybody clear. Everybody clear. Tell Cup Detroit. Yeah, dead homies. You got the homie bugging him. You got me. And none of that great shit, bro. None of that great shit. On 40 Chris, dead homies. On Westside 40, you know what's going on. It's Tiny 4.0. We making the ground shake. Dead homies.
And after that, Tiny 4.0 would post on his Instagram story, tell T Grizzly tap in, and
all right, so this is the part right here. Tell at T Grizzly tap in Amber Alert. Like I said on my last video, T Grizzly, you better not tap into none of this. You better leave this alone. Leave this alone, man. You better not send a dime up in there, man. You'll be done. You'll be through if you did, man. Let's get back to it. This is the part I'm talking about. That these guys just, clout is a motherfucker, man. Post this on your Instagram page. These dudes, man, this. I don't know what type of spice drugs they got up in there, but these dudes crazy.
Alert. And he would also post how him and ASM Wheezy from Rolling 30s got your boy from Avalon, aka
and then they post their name. Got your boy from Avalon. Now, what if he passed away up in there from some injuries or something, fall asleep, and it don't wake back up? Y'all done told on yourself. This is crazy.
Baby Shooter. And today there would be a video going around Instagram of Baby Shooter saying how he was stabbed and beat up by them for 30 minutes straight. And he would also explain how he rolled it up.
And this is my first time being stabbed. I've been shot before. You know, nigga, hell yeah, I told them niggas I wasn't tripping no more, nigga, and I don't want no more, nigga, hell yeah, get up off me, nigga, done, nigga, you got me, you got me, nigga, this bitch, nigga, I'm fainting for him out here, getting back up again, nigga, it's still on it, nigga. I'm like, damn, cuz.
But luckily for them, as of right now, no charges would be filed. But that right there's gonna wrap it up for the story of Tiny 4.0 from the Rolling 40s.
All right, man. I don't know, you know what to say about this, man. This is crazy. This internet will get you taught up. All right, so this respectable rant, let me send y'all over to his page. Y'all go over there and subscribe if you like videos like this and catch up on more of what he got going on. But yeah, homie, this is crazy, bro. This internet, man, is the biggest drug ever invented. They can't get enough of it, man. Getting themselves caught up, telling on themselves. I don't understand these dudes in that jailhouse, man. That phone is going to get them dudes in a whole lot of trouble, man, than they already are. They're addicted to it. They don't even care about their freedom. They do not care, man. They getting on that phone. That's dry snitching up in there, telling what's going on. I don't care what nobody say. You're getting on that phone, it's being recorded, and you're talking about all these crimes, what's going on. You dudes is crazy. Y'all don't want to come on. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Oh, yeah. Subscribe. Did I say it already? Anyway, subscribe to the channel. I'm gone.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.